Now, page 4, the November election rendezvous with destiny. Yes, echoes of Ronald Reagan. This election cycle is constitutionally crucial for the future of this republic. As U.S. citizens and American voters, we the people will determine our collective destiny. And the choice is both stark and pretty clear. Do we want to continue down the slippery slope of socialism? Or will we embrace the founding document, the United States Constitution, and the principles of the Declaration of Independence? Do we want anarchists using mob rule in the streets to drive the agenda by attacking our institutions and our culture? Or do we want law and order and the civil society? Do we want a fully funded and fully supported police? Or do we want more CHOP, Seattle's zone of tyranny, in the streets? Do we want bigger government? Do we want open borders? Do we want illegal aliens who are, by definition, criminals, shielded from our due process of deportation? Do we want higher taxes? Do we want to punish successful Americans? Do we want so-called Medicare for all, aka single payer? Do we want to give so-called free health care to non-U.S. citizens, aka illegal aliens? Do we want to bankrupt our government and bankrupt this republic's future? These are the fundamental questions for voters. They are among the big picture core issues for all Americans as we now careen toward November. Conversely, do we want a government that is more liberty-minded? Do we want a more constitutional America? Do we want a secure border with pro-America first immigration laws and policies? Do we want a balanced budget? How about an amendment to make that happen? Do we want limited government, lower taxes, and less regulation? Do we want freedom, liberty, and a more constitutional government that protects personal property rights and welcomes success? Yeah, this is the fundamental binary choice for November. For president on down to your local school board, just as important. Simply put, our rendezvous this election cycle is with liberty or tyranny. Reagan would agree with that. This is our rendezvous with destiny. And if Barack Obama has his way, his former useful idiot, the former running mate, would be just the guy to rekindle the 44th president's flaming attack on all things constitutional in this republic.
On the world stage, there was still a sense that America needed to lead, and that leadership meant that as imperfect as we might be...
Stop, Dave, stop. So he's talking about his 8 years in office. He thinks in his mind that he was leading America first around the globe. But we know what he did. He didn't do that. For example, the Paris Climate Accord. The Paris Climate Accord is designed to do one thing and one thing only, which is why it doesn't work now that the Trump administration pulled us out of the Paris Climate Accord. The one goal of the Paris Climate Accord is to punish the United States. The one goal of Paris and that agreement is to make you and I pay reparations to the rest of the world. It is a massive scheme to redistribute wealth. It has absolutely nothing with protecting the gnatcatcher down along the shoreline, or keeping the oceans green and blue, or keeping the sky clear and the ozone layer intact. It has nothing to do with that. It's all about punishing America, because Barack Obama was raised to hate America. And so for these 8 years, he rubbed off on the guy next to him in that shot. That would be Joe Biden. And so if Joe Biden is elected president of the United States, it would be another 4 years of Barack Obama policies. And if, for some reason, the Republicans lose control of the Senate and the Democrats retain control of the House, then it's over. It's over. It's going to be Obamacare on steroids.
Want to see more videos like this? Click on the link below and subscribe to One America News on YouTube, and call your cable provider and kindly demand that One America News is added to your lineup. Call and subscribe today.